In this lecture, I'm going to show you the different ways you can find the correct property and method that's associated with an object. I'm going to be honest, even for the stuff that I use often, I forget what their properties and methods are. So here's what I do. Actually, I use a combination of these. One is to use the macro recorder. It's an easy way to get the syntax that you need. If you want to dig deeper, you can use the object library. So the shortcut key for that was F2. F1 key takes you directly to the Microsoft Help website and provides more information on that specific object, property, or method that is currently active. So I'm going to show that to you in a bit how it works. You also usually get examples that are included there as well, which can be really helpful. Another one is to use IntelliSense. So basically let VBA suggest the right properties and methods. That's something we saw earlier. Use the shortcut key Control Space to force VBA to give you that drop-down or to help you to quickly complete the word that you're writing. So we're going to see an example of these in a bit. Another method is to use the immediate window, which is great to test your code or to query some specific properties. And of course, search the internet and online forums. Okay, there is a lot of information available there that you can use as a starter and then customize for your own needs. So let's take a look at an example. I've picked the comment object, and we're going to take a look at how we could use these different methods to find out more information about this comment property, which actually returns an object. So it's one of those that is a property, but is also an object at the same time. Here I just have a blank workbook, and I put in two comments in B3 and B5. Now you already know how to use the macro recorder to get the right syntax. So now let's take a look at the other options that we saw. So I'm going to go to Visual Basic Editor, press Alt F11, and go and take a look at the object browser. It's here on the menu where you can press the shortcut key F2 and you come to this view. Right here in search, I'm going to type in comment. Let's see what we get. We see a comment class, we see a comments class as well. Okay, so that's the collection. And if you take a look right here, we can see that's the comments class, and these are members of comments. I have mine grouped together, so it groups the properties and methods separately. Yours might not be like this. So if you right mouse click, you can activate group members. If I don't, it just sorts them alphabetically. Okay, but I generally like to group them together, so I have properties on one side and methods on the other side. Down here, I have the immediate window activated. If you don't have it activated, so we can do some testing here, just go to View and click on Immediate Window. I can see that Comments has an item. Each item is a comment here. So when I click on this down here, I go to the comment class, and these are members of the comment. Okay, so comments was basically the whole collection. Inside it are the different comments. Let's use the immediate window and do a query here on this comments. I'm going to put the question mark. That's the identifier that I'm asking it something, and it will give me the answer in the immediate window. I'm going to type in active sheet dot. Now I'm typing active sheet because comments, I can see it also here, is a part of the worksheet class. And comments, so that's each single comment, is the property of the range class or the range object. Okay, so let's do our query. I'm going to put in active sheet. I'm going to say dot comments dot, and you can see count is a property. I'm going to count them. I'm going to press enter. 2. Okay, so I have 2 comments on this worksheet. If I want to refer to a specific comment, I can do that by using the index number. So I can use this method here. When I click it, it says item, and in bracket I can put the index number. So that's normally like a 1 or a 2 for a second comment, and so on. So I could say active sheet dot comments, and I put in 1. Now I need to specify a property or method that is in the comment class. Okay, so if I click on this and see what options I have, I'm going to say .author and press enter. Okay, I get my name. So let's take a look at the comment. That's this one, and that was the second one, right? So I'm the author of these comments. It remembers that, and it gives back my name. Now the comment property we saw is also a property of the range object, right? So let's now refer to it that way. Let's do range b3 dot. I get the IntelliSense working, so I'm going to put in .comment dot. Now I can do the same thing. I can say .author and press enter. I get myself. If I remove the question mark, I can actually execute that comment. So I could say .comment. Now let's do visible. I'm going to set its visibility to true. Okay, I'm going to press tab to take that, and it shows the comment. If I set it to false, it hides the comment. Right here, I can see that there are other methods here. I can delete a comment, I can move on to the next and previous comment, and this is the text that's in the comment. So I can read it and I can change that text using the text method. The parent property can come in handy as well. That basically means the next level that owns this. If I wanted to know the cell address of the first comment, what I could do is to go back to the active sheet, because I'm not going to put in the range. If I know where it is, I don't need to use that, right? So I'm going to go active sheet, and let's put a question mark first. So comments. Now let's put 1 for the first comment. I would say parent.address, right? Because you can see address is not directly a member of the comment object because it's a member of the range object. Parent of comment is a range, so if I enter this, I get B3. Now let's use the F1 help to get more information on this. We just have to click or highlight it here and then click on F1, and we get directed to the MSDN Microsoft Help website, and here you can see some examples of using comments. You can also click on the detailed properties. So let's say I want to know what this author is. I'm just going to click on it and press F1, and I find some information on the author, and I have an example that can be helpful. So that's it. That's the different ways that you can use to get the correct property and method associated with your object. Now I've put here that I use the immediate window often to query color codes. That's something that we're going to take a look at in the next section when we look at the most common properties of the range object.